Well, good morning and welcome to Vision. I'm so glad you're all here today. Those of you who are joining us online, we're so glad you're with us today too. Let's all stand up together and celebrate being together today.
That was wonderful. Thank you, Celebration Singers. Gosh, that was great. I loved it. Good morning, Vision. How are you this morning? Yay. Yay. Before we go any further, let's pray in. Let me get rid of these keys. I know that God is all there is. There is only one energy, one power and presence in the universe, and that is spirit. And it is alive and living through every one of its creations. And we are that. And so is the manifest universe. The earth itself is the body of God. It is that natural and logical outpicturing of a sentient energy that knows of itself and experiences itself in form. So I know that each one of us is that. We are some undifferentiated, undesignated part of the life of God, a thread in this divine tapestry that we call life. And I know and accept that everything that God is pours through us, as us, into the world. And as we awaken more and more to the truth of our being, as one with spirit and one as spirit in form, I know that we demonstrate more and more of those qualities. I give great thanks for this. I give thanks that we remember this. We remember who we are, and as we greet each other, we remember that all life is some part of the one life of God's. So grateful, so thankful, and so it is. How's everybody? Oh my God, life is just grand, isn't it? What an adventure. I'm just thrilled. And I'm thrilled you're all here, and you're looking lovely, and it's just, one of these days we're not going to do anything for Sunday except just take turns, just coming up here and looking out. It's just gorgeous. It's beautiful. I love you all. And I want you to know about our practitioners. We have licensed practitioners. They are our spiritual guides, and they are here to pray with us and for us all the time. Practitioners and ministers, raise your hands so that everybody can see you. Look at these delightful people. These are the ones that know the truth for us. When we put in those prayer request forms into the prayer boxes, the people that pray all week for us. And if you put your name on that prayer request, well, put your name on, that's a good start. But if you put your phone number on, a practitioner can call you at home and pray with you over the phone or leave a prayer on the voicemail, which is wonderful. It's a great way for us to be able to listen to it over and over, because it just fills I don't know, that prayer just fills us with truth, doesn't it? It just changes things because we absolutely know prayer changes things. So do that. Fill out the prayer request form, get prayer, have someone call you, or at the end of the celebration, come up to the front. The practitioners and ministers will be up here already. You can get one-on-one prayer with them. For our Vision Online community, there will be a meet and greet room after the celebration, and there'll be breakout rooms where you can get one-on-one prayer as well. So wherever you are in the world, you can get prayer from a Vision practitioner. Isn't that wonderful? Yay, that is absolutely wonderful, because do that because we know prayer changes things. Prayer changes things because prayer changes us. That is the way it works. Next thing I want to tell you is our guest packets. I remembered this time. I'm so proud. Guest packets. We have guest packets. They're on the prayer table in the back of the room. You will have seen them if you came in the front door. The lobby has them. By the back door, they have them too. They're all over the place. They tell you a bit about, see, because they're thin, so they only tell you a bit about Vision, a Center for Spiritual Living. We are affiliated with Centers for Spiritual Living worldwide. Tells you all about us, tells you how Ernest Holmes created this particular philosophy. And he said really one thing his entire ministry, that we are surrounded by a power and presence, that it is greater than we are, and that we can use it. And I'd like to add that it uses us as well. It flows through us and changes the conditions around us. So pick up a guest packet. If you're already a member, pick one up anyway and give it to a friend. Invite somebody else in to do what? To transform their life through this practical spirituality as well, because we know it works. There's a greeting, I forgot. Okay, there is a greeting on the front. We're gonna say it together to remind ourselves. We're gonna say it for our friends here. We'll say it for our Vision community online, and for any guests that happen to be lurking and listening in. You ready? You with me? Whoever you are and wherever you are welcome here. You are safe and you are loved. And now, the part all the introverts hate. Turn to someone and say hello. Yeah, introverts are exempt. They don't have to do that. I'm going to turn it over now to James Vandenberg and the Celebration Singers, and they're going to sing our centering song to prepare us for our 5-minute meditation.
God is calling. Anybody else hear that phone ring? All right. All right. Once again, welcome. My name is Billy Francis. I'm one of the licensed spiritual guides here at Vision. Please take some quotes that I'm going to read to you into your heart and then take them into our 5-minute meditation. You're going to hear some tones of the bowl. That'll be your signal to go in meditation and also your signal to come out of meditation. So a couple of quotes. The first one from Dr. Richard Bartlett. You are a swirling vortex of limitless potential who is here to shake things up and create something new that the universe has never seen. Whoa. From Ernest Holmes. Through constructive thinking, we shall find that our total thought content will so change that the same law which may now bind us will provide us with a greater freedom. Spirit, good, God, love, joy, the all and the everything. We welcome that. We give thanks for that. We are that. We embrace this very moment as the expression of all that is, that wants to express itself through us. What part of me can I allow to express God even more fully right now? We let go of anything other than that good that wants to press itself down and express itself through us. Letting go of any doubt, concern, fear, limitation, just for a moment to say yes, yes, yes to God, wanting to express itself fully. This essence of who we are chose to express itself. It peopled the planet so that we could learn more. It brought us into community, into relationships, into challenges, into joy, so that we could shake it up and know more of who we actually are. So this day, I declare that I let in even a sliver more of who I truly am, so that I can share that, and so that I can see that in others and in all that's going on. Even in difficult moments, there is God. In joy, there is God. And in everything in between. So we welcome this day, this moment, this experience called Vision, Center for Spiritual Living Sunday service. And we say it's done right here. We know it, we claim it, and we act upon every opportunity to open ourselves to the truth of who we are. I call it good, I call it joy, I call it love, and I accept the challenge of being and the challenge to shake it up. And for all of this good, I give thanks. And so it is.
After a deep meditation like that, all you want is just the sweet, sweet mewings of the tiniest kitten. But you're going to have to go to a Buddhist retreat on top of a mountain for that, because we have Ria Carey today.
So for those of you who saw me in the hall and said, oh, I'm a little sleepy and tired today, I hope you're doing something fun. And for Reverend Patti, who wanted to shake it up, you're welcome. Well, shake it up, baby, now.
Shake it up, baby.
We're gonna twist and shout.
Twist and shout.
Come on, come on, come on, baby, now.
Come on, baby.
You know we'll work it on out.
Work it on out.
We're gonna work it on out.
Work it on out.
You know you look so good.
Look so good.
You know we're coming closer.
welcome.
Whew, what a way to end a month, huh? My God. Whew. Okay, so the month's theme was unstatus quo, right? There you go. We made it through the first week, which was all, and we mean it. And then we talked about what do you think? Because we want to know that. Last week we covered change is good. And so today we're going to shake it up. There you go. Gotta shake it up. Yes, yes, and let's shake it up. And I don't know if you're watching from home, Robin, but this one is for you. Okay, I am vibrant, radiant, and dynamic, right? That's how it goes, right? Okay, we're gonna say it together. I am vibrant, radiant, and dynamic. You breathe that in, say it again. I am vibrant, radiant, and dynamic. One more. I am vibrant, radiant, and dynamic. And every single cell in your body is in agreement, right? It's all agreeing. Okay, here's another one. I love myself unconditionally. Okay, you ready? I love myself unconditionally. Okay, breathe that one in, because that one's a little tougher, isn't it? Okay, breathe. I love myself unconditionally. One more. I love myself unconditionally. Holy moly. Just breathe that in, right? Because, that's shaking things up. Imagine for a minute, just imagine how different life would be if you really believed that. Right? Imagine how different our life would be if we really believed that. Because really, honestly, what do we usually mean when we say shake things up, right? We kind of think about running around just disrupting the flow of things. You go home and we rearrange the furniture, right? We have backwards day. We eat ice cream for breakfast and pancakes for dinner, right? Backwards day, anybody? Right? We've done that, right? I'm not the only one that's done backwards day. Okay. We throw things all over, throw everything off the desk and start all over again, right? That's what we think about when we think about really shaking things up. Disrupting stuff, though, disrupting stuff for the sake of disrupting stuff really doesn't do us any good, because it's all in the outside world. It's all in the condition. It's all in the effect. Shaking things up on the outside doesn't change things permanently, doesn't make that change. It just sometimes it just makes a mess. It doesn't necessarily change things, because we know change comes from within. Changing the conditions, remember we've talked about this before. Changing the conditions, the outer, is that analogy of rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic, right? It looks better, still going down, right? It doesn't change the big picture. And Ernest Holmes said this, he said, when we speak of the body of our affairs, we refer to the outward condition, our circumstances, and our business and our environment, which is always an effect of the inner life and can be changed by changing thought about the conditions. We must change the thought behind the conditions to experience lasting change in the conditions. And sometimes rearranging the furniture does make us feel better. Okay, it's like it does sometimes. But rearranging the furniture just to make us feel good only lasts for a while, right? We do it, I feel better for a while, but it does not provide the enduring change until and unless we change the inner. And that's what, remember, cause and effect are two sides of the same coin, right? Cause and effect are two sides of the same coin. Mind is spirit and solution, and matter is mind and form. So they're the two sides of the one thing. So unless we change the mind thoughts, matter will continue to keep showing up the same way that it has, right? You can change it around a little bit, but it'll fall right back to the way it was because you haven't changed your thought about it. So sometimes we really do have to shake things up. We really do. You know those times when you are just absolutely disgruntled with life, right? And you're like, something has to change. Or maybe you're not disgruntled. Maybe you're just a little gruntled. I don't know. But there is something like just not quite right, you know? Things are just not going the way I want them to go. So we start messing with the conditions, don't we? Oh, change a little of this, change a little of that. When in reality, it's time for us to go to source. It is time for us to go within, right? You know, when the flowers in our garden are not blooming, we fix the soil. We don't go to the bud and start trying to pull it open, right? We fix the soil. We go to cause. In the world of effects, we are the cause of our own effects. So what do? Right? We shake things up. We shake things up. But in mind, we shake things up in mind. We go back to those automatic thought habits that we have, those thoughts that just keep running us, you know, that narrative that just keeps going over and over. We're not even paying attention to it, and yet it's running in the background of our mind. We go back to that, and we start questioning that. We start questioning those thoughts that keep repeating and repeating and repeating, and now picturing, Ernest Holmes said, with monotonous regularity. We go back to those thoughts. Ernest Holmes said, change your thinking, change your life. He didn't say rearrange your stuff, change your life, right? If that's all it took, then that's all he would have taken. He said, change your thinking, change your life. And he also said this, one part of mind is already in heaven. For there is a place in you and in me that is always above confusion and fear, no matter how disturbed our thoughts may be. If we get quiet long enough and listen deeply enough, we shall hear. Spirit is forever directing us. It is forever speaking to us if we listen. If we take the time, if we sit in our place, you know, our meditation cushion, if we get still enough in this crazy world, right, where everything is screaming for our attention, if we get quiet enough and still enough, we can hear. And yes, maybe the direction from Spirit that we hear, it might include changing things in our environment. But in that case, it will be inspired change from source, right? And not just, you know, willy-nilly change from the outside, because this will make me feel better. Because you see, that's the false belief to begin with. The thought that something on the outside can make us feel anything. That changing anything on the outside can make us feel something different. That's the false belief to begin with. Because happiness doesn't come from the outside. It doesn't come from a change of furniture. It doesn't come from a change of partner. It doesn't come from a change of location. It comes from inside, right? We bring the happy, right? And this is the big reason why changing things out here doesn't last. Because it's not in here. I know Hafiz said this. Ever since happiness heard your name, it's been running through the streets trying to find you. Isn't that lovely? I just love that. But you know, we're just too good at outrunning our happiness. You know, that's really what happens. The happy is in here. It is inside. We must bring the happy to everything we do. So, if you're not really happy with your life, shake it up. Shake it up. Shake it up. Shake up your thinking. Shake up your thinking. When we start thinking about things differently, we start approaching things differently. We start doing things in new ways. We begin manifesting different conditions. It has to come from the inside. So now is the time to shake things up in mind. In mind. Start questioning your thoughts. Start questioning those automatic thoughts that just keep running you. That narrative that's in the background of your life. It has been for years and years. You are not too old to start over. You are too old to keep doing what's not working. That's it. Right? Affirmations. Afformations, the right questions. Thank you, right? Antonopoly, the afformations. Meditation, visioning, visualization, contemplation, they all contribute to changing what is within us, right? To believe a greater truth about ourselves. We said in the beginning, I love myself unconditionally. And when we start saying that on a regular basis, I will tell you that change will change your lives, right? That affirmation daily will change your lives. Because each time we say it, we'll believe it just a little bit more. We'll believe it just a little bit more. It'll sink in just a little deeper. It'll change our lives, right? Our challenge is, this is another false belief I think we have. Our challenge is, if we think, I think we think, okay. I suspect we think if we accept ourselves totally, that there's no motivation to change. Does anybody feel like that? Like that's the underlying fear. That's the underlying false belief. Well, if I just accept myself just the way I am, what's the reason to change, right? But that's not the truth. It's actually the opposite. When we absolutely, unconditionally love and accept ourselves, we give ourselves the freedom to change into anything we want, right? I think we think that, oh, no, if I don't reject this, then how am I supposed to change it? If I don't hate it, right, how am I supposed to get the motivation to change? The motivation comes with the total unconditional acceptance, right? Most of our judgments about ourselves, this is a secret, nobody knows this, is negative. Most of the judgments we hold about ourselves are negative. Our internal narrative is kind of negative. I want to lose weight, right? Oh, I dislike my round belly. I should dye my hair. I look so much older with white hair. I need to get more exercise. All of these things that run through our heads are really usually all negative. And our fear is, if we love our present condition unconditionally, we won't change it. But the opposite is really true. When we love and accept ourselves unconditionally, we're free to make any change we want because we so love ourselves and our bodies. Loving ourselves unconditionally gives us the freedom to choose again, to choose differently. I love this body I'm in. Body, what do you want to do today? Right? And you love it up. You choose more healthy foods because you so love the body. You choose the healthy foods not to fit into the skinny jeans by Friday night. That's not it. But to feel good. To feel good about ourselves. That's why we choose the healthier stuff. And then we wind up losing weight anyway because we're so in love with our body. We're in love with our body and doing exactly what we want to do with it. We are free to choose again because our emotions are not tied, right, to judgment around it. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm happy because I lost a pound this morning. Oh, I'm sad because I gained a pound this morning, right? We let the outside inform us how we're going to feel. When we love ourselves unconditionally, the outside conditions do not change how we feel, right? We're in love. We're in love with life. We're in love with our bodies. We're in love with people because we are love. We're not ruled by conditions. We don't change our attitudes and our emotions because of the conditions. We're not ruled by conditions. We rule conditions. We rule conditions. We are the cause of our own effects. Remember my sign? I didn't bring my sign out. I should have gotten it from the office. I forgot all about it. You know the sign I held up? Okay, it's imagine. Big sign. On the outside it says, tell me more. Right? So when you're talking with someone, you hold up your sign. And it says, tell me more. And then they go. On the inside of the sign, facing you, it says, and this has nothing to do with me. Because it doesn't. Everybody is working out their own stuff, right? We love ourselves unconditionally. It doesn't matter what they say. Doesn't matter what they say, right? They can be taking you to task. They can be telling you, those shoes don't match that outfit. They can be telling you whatever, and you just smile and go, well, thank you for your input. Because on the inside of your sign, you're reading, because this has nothing to do with me. You know, when we love ourselves unconditionally, we know what stuff is our stuff. I mean, we all have unskilled behavior. We all, go off the rails every once in a while, but we know what's ours. And when we love ourselves unconditionally, we know what's not ours as well, right? And we know what somebody else's. This way, we don't need anyone else's approval. We don't need anybody else to agree with us. Nobody can let us down. Nobody can disappoint us, because our sense of self-worth is not tied to what other people think of me. Because it's not tied to people, places, and conditions. It's not tied to getting into those skinny jeans, right? When we have self-love and self-approval unconditionally, it really doesn't matter what other people say. That's having no buttons at all, right? Nobody can push your buttons because you don't have any anymore. You're unconditionally loving toward yourself. We don't have to convince others we're right. Right? Somebody who's trying to convince you so passionately, this is the way to do things. And you're like, yeah, you know what? You could be right. La, 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 And then you just go on your way. You don't have to convince other people you're right. We don't have to agree with other people to be acceptable. How many times, right? How many times did you hide your bushel under a light so you could be acceptable to those around you? You know you do it. I know you've done it in the past, right? Hide your bushel under a light as to not shine so brightly because those people around you will be intimidated by you. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Shine brightly. Self-love, unconditional love. Talk about shaking it up. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine how brilliant we would shine? Loving yourself unconditionally. Walk into a room, you'd light it all up. Eartha Kitt said this. She said, it's about falling in love with yourself and sharing that love with those who appreciate you, rather than looking for love to compensate for a self-love deficit. Oh, isn't that awesome? Right? Shaking things up means getting a new meaning of life. It's not about fitting in. It's about standing out. Being bold enough to dream and brave enough to try. Who cares if you fall on your face or not, right? There's always something else to try. When we love ourselves unconditionally, we don't need anybody else's approval. I'm going to go out and do this. The worst thing we can do with our life is live up to someone else's expectation of us. Because then we're not living the authentic life. We're being what someone else wants us to be. Anybody ever do that in their lives? For a boyfriend, for a girlfriend, for a new date. When you go on a new date and you're like getting all ready and you're like panicking and the adrenaline is rushing through your body and you're trying to look all perfect and your heart's pounding, and it's almost like the person's going to come over to kill you instead of date you, Your body is reacting the same way, It's that adrenaline rush you get, And then you go out and you're on your perfect behavior and you're not saying anything wrong and you're holding the tea the right way and you're doing all this stuff perfect, and that person looks across the table and says, my God, I've never met anybody like you. And you say, Jesus, and I've never met this me either, and I sure as hell can't keep it up much longer, It's like, we can't. So how about living the authentic life? Loving ourselves so unconditionally that we don't have to pretend. We don't have to wear a mask. You have one wild and precious life. Don't betray yourself by being someone that someone else wants you to be. Thank you. Living your authentic life means bringing your gift, the gift that you are as spirit in form, that spirit created you to share. Each one of us has our own gifts and talents. We were put here to express those gifts and talents, not to hide them so that we can be acceptable to somebody else, not to squash them down so that we can be acceptable, right? Be that wild and crazy person. Rumi said, do not feel lonely. The entire universe is inside of you. Stop acting so small. You are the universe in ecstatic motion. Set your life on fire. Yeah, be that gift. Yes, be that gift. Don't let other people's expectations of you or your own self-doubt or insecurity to keep you from living out loud, to keep you from living the life that you are here to live. Shake it up. Shake it up. Shake it up in mind first. Fall in love with yourself so that you love what you do. You make loving choices. You celebrate your gifts and your talents and share them freely with everyone around you. That's why you're here. You're here to be the unique self that nobody else can be. Accept all of yourself and see what happens. Just see what happens. Ernest Holmes said, as you open your consciousness to a greater receptivity of the divine, to an enlarged concept of the good that can flood your experience, life will take on new and wonderful meaning. Fall in love with yourself. Makes you a better person for all of us. Makes you your authentic self. And that is your gift to all of us. Makes you capable of sharing everything you are with us. You are a blessing to the world, and we all deserve to see it, to experience it. Gives you your freedom to do anything you desire. No more holding back. Shake it up. Shake it up. Repeat after me. I am radiant, vibrant, and dynamic. I am radiant, vibrant, and dynamic. I love myself unconditionally. I love myself unconditionally. One more time, babies. I love myself unconditionally. Go shake things up.
I always remember to thank the Visionaries, the band. I don't always remember to thank the Visionettes, the singers. And here's the thing with these guys, and God love you, James, because they got the music that we were doing Twist and Shout yesterday. And then this morning I came in and, oh, by the way, I changed some of the words. So they're just phenomenal. So thank you guys so much. This song is from one of my favorite musicals ever. It's from the musical Hairspray. If you're not familiar with it, the original movie, which was done by John Waters in Baltimore, where I'm from, had Divine as the mother, and she it deals with an American bandstand type setting that happens at the turn of the 60s, where they have one day a month for Negro Day for the kids, and then all the rest of it is for all the white children. And these kids come in and shake it up in many, many different ways. And it's just, this song is at the very end of it, and it's like the resolve of the beginning of shaking it up. So enjoy.
As it races down a hill, and you can try to stop the seasons, boy, but you know you never will. And you can try to stop my dancing feet, but I just can't stand still. a curvy girl, so this is my favorite verse. You can't stop my happiness, 'cause I love the way I am. And you just can't take my knife and fork when I'm eating a big fat ham. And if you don't like the way I look, baby, I don't give a damn. 'Cause the world keeps spinning round and round, and my heart's keeping time with the speed of sound. I was lost till I heard the drum, and I found my way. You can't stop the beat. Ever since the whole world began, a woman found out if she shook it, she could shake up a man. So I'm gonna shake and shimmy it best that I can today. You can't stop the motion of the ocean or the wave in the sky. You can wonder if you wanna, I'll never ask why. You can try and hold me down, I'll spit in your eye and say, sing it. You can't stop the beat. You can't stop today as it comes speeding round the track. Yesterday is history, and we're never looking back. Tomorrow is a brand new day. It don't know white from black. 'Cause the world keeps spinning round and round, and my heart's keeping time to the beat of sound. I was lost till I heard the drum, and I found my way. You can't stop the beat. Ever since we first saw the light, a man and woman got to shake it on a Saturday night. So you're gonna shake and shimmy with all of your might today. You can't stop the motion of the ocean or the rain of the above. You can try to stop the paradise dreaming of. You can't stop the rhythm of two hearts in love to stay. You can't stop the beat. Vision!
Wow. See, that's what we do here. That's what we do here. We party, party, party. Ria, I love you. And you know, this is what's so great about Spirit, because no, I don't tell anybody. You know, the professional singers come in and they choose the songs, and Mark helps them and supports them any way he can, and I just leave it up to Spirit. You know, here's the talk title, here's the theme for the month, and then Spirit does the rest, and it's always, always, always the perfect songs for the perfect talks, and just they go together wonderfully. Thank you so much. Okay, where am I? So now it's time for conscious circulation. I just love the music. It's like, come on, can we just keep doing that? I mean, that'd be even better. Anyway, time for conscious circulation. This is our opportunity to give back or give to those people, places, and things that support us spiritually. If Vision is that place, thank you so much for supporting this ministry. We get to do what we do because all of you are supporting it. Together, supporting each other, supporting the expansion and expression of this ministry, which is transforming lives through this practical spirituality. So if you are choosing to give today, or if you give online automatically, just remember it. I want it to be a conscious choice, right? Bring it into your consciousness and say, I do this. I do this because this is my spiritual practice. So let's pray. Knowing that there is only one source and supply, it is Spirit. We know that everything that we receive gratefully from Spirit, and we pass on graciously to all of those people, places, and things, and Spirit is forever giving to its expressions, and we are that. So we are forever being gifted to, and we pass that gift on, and we get gifted to again. We stay in that cycle of eternal return, knowing we can never outgive God. That's funny. That God is forever expressing itself through and as its creations, and we are that. So with gratitude, I simply enjoy, embrace, and feel thanksgiving for all of the good that flows through Vision, knowing that it is returned mightily. And so it is.
All right, we're just going to sing out some affirmations, and you sing them right back to us. My life is in the Spirit. My life is in the Spirit. and faith can only grow, and faith can only grow. Overflowing, God's abundance is overflowing, overflowing through me. Overflowing, God's abundance is overflowing, overflowing through me, overflowing through me. Here we go. This life that God I'm living, this life that God I'm living, this place where I abide, this place where I abide, where giver gets and giving, where giver gets and giving, are blessed and multiplied, are blessed and multiplied. My cup is overflowing, my cup is overflowing, in confidence held high, in confidence held high, with spirit in me knowing, with spirit in me knowing, my source is my supply, my source is my supply. Overflowing, God's abundance is overflowing, overflowing through me. Overflowing, God's abundance is overflowing, overflowing through me. Overflowing, God's abundance is overflowing, overflowing through me. Overflowing, God's abundance is overflowing, overflowing through me, overflowing through me, overflowing through me, overflowing through me.
Remember that Artie Johnson? Remember laughing? That's what it, looking at you through the ferns. I'm old. Okay. I have a miracle minute. This is from Nicole. She said she traveled to Europe at the end of June, and she had a situation in the airport in Germany where she kind of felt all alone and sort of abandoned and went into a little bit of fear. And she texted here for prayer support. And she felt so supported and able to return to that higher consciousness that all is well, right? God is in charge and all is well, to no perfect outcome. And she said everything shifted. Helpers came out of all different places, came out at every point. People showed up. The situation shifted. She arrived at her destination with support and help in a good way. And she said it meant so much to me to know that I'm not alone. Thank you, Vision practitioners. So thank you, Vision practitioners. I just love that. I just love that. We know prayer changes things because it absolutely does. And we know what Gandhi said. Prayer is not an old woman's idle amusement. Properly understood and applied, it is the most potent instrument of action. So we know that prayer changes things. It absolutely does. And now, you know what time it is. Do you? It is time for the last word by Johnny Kirka. I'm just not getting out of the way here. I have things to do.
So anyway, thank you, Dale. Hello, everybody. Online as well, we welcome you to our meet and greet right after our celebration. We have a practitioner available for one-on-one prayer. I'd like to say hello to you, say hello to the world. We have people in Pennsylvania, Sweden, Florida. We are all over the world again, so we're joining people from everywhere. Right after our celebration as well, we have, James, you're getting together with Reverend Patti, is that correct?
Yes, we are. Those of you that are interested, Advanced Consciousness Studies, formerly known as Practitioner Training Year 1. It's a 27-week class broken up into 3 terms. It's a commitment to a deeper inward journey. There are prerequisites to even take this class, but there's also a little wiggle room. If you're interested in this kind of an experience, meet us after the service, after the celebration today for a little information meeting, see where you are and what's up with that.
Thank you, James. Thank you. And also right after our celebration, today Tracy Smith has got a workshop. Tracy, come on up. She's doing your practicing presence. We've talked a little bit about that. We had Tracy last month speaking here for us, and she's doing a workshop right after our celebration.
Thank you. Thank you. The workshop is presence practicing, so it's different techniques to clear your energy, different techniques to bring you into the moment and now. So it brings you into the gap, God's area preparation, allowing you to respond to the different conditions or situations. And then there's fun activities of really clearing your energy that you can do every day and dance it away. Thank you.
Thank you, Tracy. And that starts at noon, so right after, have some lunch with us and stick, and we're just going to be in Marjorie's room, so stick around for that. It's a love offering thing. It's available. So tomorrow night, we are having the concert we were supposed to have on Thursday night. And it's the Three Faces of Steve. It's a Stephen Sondheim play or show. It's a performance. And we have three very special performers. Mark, tell us a little bit.
Yes, Angelina Real, she was the first beggar woman in the national tour of Sweeney Todd. So she worked extensively with Sondheim and also Harold Prince, who won more Tony Awards than anybody, the great producer. But she also worked a lot with Leonard Bernstein. He picked her to play the lead in La Boheme for a television broadcast of the opera throughout Europe. So she's going to be here. She lives in San Diego. She's married to Michael Sokol, who's an incredible baritone. And what's crazy, we were having a conversation and we said, where did you live? We all went to Northwestern. And I said, well, I lived in above Who's Drugs in the corner apartment on Clark Street. And all three of us lived in the same little apartment complex in Evanston, Illinois. And then Bernardo Bermudez, who I've worked with a lot, is an incredible tenor. He's a baritone tenor. He's actually switched his range, and now he travels all over the country all year round as a soloist. And so this will be a great show. It's Sondheim. If you've always wondered what Sondheim is, this is a great way without having to commit to an entire opera or show to get the best stuff that he has to offer. So it will be an amazing performance by really phenomenal top flight professionals here.
Thank you, Mark. Yeah, good stuff. So tickets are only $20. We're going to be here in the room. We're setting up the cabaret tables. Thank you, TK, for that, and Edie. So 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Come and be a part of another fantastic event we have here at Vision. Wednesday night, it's movie night. We're showing the movie Jules, and it's starring
Ben Kingsley.
Ben Kingsley, yes. Couldn't think of his name for a second. And Jane Curtin's in it too. So really good. 7 p.m. popcorn, all kinds of wonderful stuff. James, we got some classes starting up in fall. What do we got?
Yeah, the fall term starts the second week of September, and we have 3 classes. Can we go to the next one? Oh, there we go. So first is a 4-week book study with Reverend Gene Phillips with Dennis Merritt Jones' brand new book, When Fear Speaks, Listen. Awesome and amazing book. We have some in the bookstore, and they're also available online. The Essential Ernest Holmes is one of the core classes of Centers for Spiritual Living. It's a certificated course. It's really, when I first heard that there was a class called The Essential Ernest Holmes, I rolled my eyes so loud. I'd been through so many church denominations where they all have a hero worship class, and you're like, give me a frickin' break. I'm happy to announce that that's not what this is at all. This is a deep dive into the core concepts of the science of mind with a special emphasis on practical, how does this look in your life today? But it's a great class. Foundations, Reverend Patti will be doing a foundations class coming up, so if you haven't taken it, it's the perfect time. If you have taken it, but it's been so many years, you want a little refresher, she's the best person to take it with, I gotta tell you. But these are coming up, more information on the website. The teachers are here also if you wanna ask them any questions, and 2 weeks.
Thank you,
but
James.
Wait.
One more.
Choir starts a week from Tuesday. Come and sing.
We're getting all of our advertisements in right now. We're paying the vendors. Our variety show is coming up in September. Fantastic people here in this organization with their talent. And Eileen Hay is the host, and she wants to invite you. Go ahead, Eileen.
So we're having a little bit later this year, and we already have a wonderful lineup. We have some solo singers, we have some trios, we've got a wonderful comedian and poetry. So please come and sign up. We don't want to kick you out because you're too late. No, we're not going to do that. Please, really going to be a great show this year. So my email's up there, eileenhay0@gmail.com, and let me know what you want to do. We'd love to have you.
Thank you, Eileen. I think this is Eileen's 4th or 5th year hosting this. Is that what it is? She does a fantastic job. So our matching fundraiser is our beginning fundraiser for the fiscal. It started in July and August, and I want to thank everybody for doing that. We are $1,500 away from hitting our goal. What that is we had somebody who's gifted us $10,000, up to $10,000, and we're trying to match it dollar for dollar. We've raised $8,500 already. You guys rock. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are fantastic. So if you'd like to do that, you can go see Paul in the bookstore or just a donation online. If you're online, you can go over there to the giving side and click on the matching fundraiser. Thank you, everybody, for that. You guys are coming through like you always do. So become a member of Vision. We are having our second one of the year where we have new members come in, and it's September 15th, and it's going to be on a Sunday. And what we do is we welcome you, and you welcome us. And I just got 2 new people in the last week. So join us if you want to be a part of Vision. We'd love to have you be a part of our organization. We love you already, and we can love you just a little bit more with your name on a piece of paper. With a badge. You get to have a badge like this one, too. How about Ria Carey today? She just shakes it up every time she comes here at Vision. Fantastic job, Ria. She always comes with energy, changes words up, fantastic stuff. Thank you for your work. This next week, Reverend Patti will be back. It's the beginning of September, and the talk title is Falling Apart, and we have Cahill and Falling Apart? Yeah, Marianne. We have Cahill and Deline and the house band, so we'll see you guys next week. Thanks.
Now, somehow I didn't get a bulletin. I don't know why. Our affirmations are on them, so I want everybody to stand up. I'd love the ministers and the practitioners to come to the front of the room, be available for prayer. Thank you. You're on your way. Good deal. Thanks. Okay, so the affirmations are up there on the big screen. Yes. Woohoo. Okay, we're going to say these together. Power, presence, purpose, passion. All those P words. I love alliterations. Yeah. You ready? You're with me? Each day brings new possibilities and new experiences. It is okay to reroute my intentions and goals. It's time to shake things up and have some fun. Oh, we're going to say that one again. You ready? I felt the energy already just coming off of you. Let's do it. It's time to shake things up and have some fun. I love it. Oh my gosh, how wonderful that is. Oh, let us go within in prayer one more time here this morning and know that we are shaking things up in consciousness. We are grabbing onto that new thought. That's why they call this new thought. We're grabbing onto that. We are knowing and living and expressing a greater experience of ourselves as an experience that Spirit knows us to be, that authentic self that is bright and brilliant and beautiful and outrageous and audacious and all of those words. We are Spirit expressing. How can that go wrong? We are Spirit in form. Giving great thanks for this. I know that we go out and we create that marvelous day, that marvelous week, that marvelous month, that outrageous year, and that whole new life. Well, I know and accept for each one of us that we live that greater expression that Spirit knows us to be. It is all God. It is all good. And so it is.
So it is.